Portland police have shared details on 3 arrests overnight, all connected to protests at Portland's ICE facility. One case led to officers chasing a man while he swam across the Willamette River. That started just before 10 o'clock last night when police say a disturbance broke out near South Bancroft and Bond Avenue. When police went in to help, they say a man ran towards the river and hid in bushes along the shoreline. When officers followed, they say he jumped in and swam across the river to Ross Island. He stayed there until police were able to get a boat and go out to get him at about 1:30 in the morning. His name and the charges against him have not been released. A man from Kelso was also arrested on assault and robbery charges related to a fight on September 28th that ended in 2 other arrests. And a woman from South Dakota was arrested on 1 count of harassment. In all, Portland police have made 40 arrests in the South Waterfront since nightly protests started in June.
Those arrests come after a high-profile visit from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. She came to tour the city's ICE facility before warning city leaders that she would quadruple the number of federal officers coming to Portland if the city doesn't do more to protect federal agents.
I asked the mayor, I said, do you get to go home at night and walk from your car into your building and do so safely? Do you get to drive to work and be safe while you do that? I said, those people don't get the opportunity to do that. My federal law enforcement officers don't get to do that. They get threats and doxxed, and their families get threatened every day.
The secretary didn't just tour Portland's ICE facility. She also met with the governor and Portland's mayor and chief of police. In a statement, Governor Kotek said she urged the secretary to reconsider the administration's effort to deploy the National Guard to Portland. Following his meeting with the secretary, Mayor Keith Wilson issued a statement saying, quote, "What Secretary Noem saw today in Portland matches our reports. Portland continues to manage public safety professionally and responsibly, irrespective of the claims of out-of-state social media influencers." Secretary Noem's visit drew mixed reactions from people who gathered outside the ICE facility, both in protest and support.
Fox Drew Reeves joins us live from the ICE facility this morning with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, no protesters out here this morning. You can see that police still have the yellow tape up blocking the roads out here immediately in front of the building. Now, the protesters' camp is still here, although nobody is in it. It's definitely a different picture than what we saw yesterday. A lot of folks had gathered outside, as we mentioned, both some wanting to support Kristi Noem's visit to Portland and others there in protest. Protesters said that they were hoping that Secretary Noem saw a different Portland than the picture President Trump has painted in recent days. He's referred to the city as a war zone and like hell. But protesters say they hope Noem reports that it's calm in the city. And according to what Secretary Noem said on Fox News Channel, she told Police Chief Bob Day that police needed to add more security to the ICE building, a large buffer zone to protect officers there and keep the streets open. And she told Portland Mayor Keith Wilson if that does not happen, she will deploy 4 times the number of federal officers. Now, some people outside the building said that they would support seeing federal troops in Portland. Others, though, said that they think Portland police are doing a good enough job on their own.
They're very good de-escalating factor, and you know, I think they don't have an agenda. I believe ICE has an agenda the day after the court decision went against Trump, but the Portland police, to my observation, are very de-escalating, and they have a job to do, and that's what they're doing.
Federal troops show up, that they'll just keep the ICE facility safe, and that they'll keep areas that are not safe, safe.
And again, the area immediately around the ICE building is blocked off this morning. So far, we have not seen any protesters gathering outside of this police tape. Reporting in South Portland, Drew Reeves. Good day, Oregon.
And coming up in the next half hour, we take a closer look at a timeline of when the troops ordered by President Trump are set to come into Portland and the latest order from Governor Kotek.